Hello, with me is Revd Dr Richard Turnbull. Richard is a trustee of the Christian Institute. He's also director of the Centre for Enterprise, Markets and Ethics. Richard is an ordained Church of England minister and was a minister in the church for 10 years. He sat on the General Synod, he sat on the Archbishop's Council, principal of Wycliffe College for 7 years. But Richard, you're also the author of a book about the life of Shaftesbury, and really it's your interest in history that I want to talk to you about just now. So as a historian, Richard, why would you say it's so important for Christians to understand church history in particular?
Well, Kieran, it's a pleasure to be with you, and thank you for the opportunity to talk to you about these things. And you know, a lot of people hated history at school. They were put off learning about our past because often it wasn't taught well, or they didn't enjoy it, or it was narrowly focused on dates and kings and queens and so on. But as a Christian, what you realise by looking back in history is how God has used great figures in the past to achieve amazing things for his kingdom. And today, as Christians, we can be inspired by what God has done through individuals in the past. I mean, you know, we're sitting in a room that is called the John Newton Centre. John Newton was a slave trader. He used to captain ships going back and forth across the Atlantic. He described himself as a great blasphemer. And then he met God, and God changed his life. And he then came into contact with William Wilberforce. Wilberforce was thinking of leaving politics. He was thinking of leaving national life. Sought out John Newton, who was the minister of the church where he attended, and Newton persuaded Wilberforce to stay in national life. Why is that important? Because Wilberforce was the key figure in the abolition of the slave trade and the abolition of slavery. And we can be inspired by that story today because it's an example to us of the way in which God acts in history.